Rosa. Woo! We'll get to see him a little bit more throughout the morning. But we are thrilled to be here today to partner with Supervisor Viviano on his annual State of the Township address. And as you can tell, this might not be your average State of Something address this morning. I do want to take a second and thank the Macomb Township team and my friend Frank for allowing Connect Macomb to partner on this event with him and his team. 1 year ago today, we rebranded ourselves as Connect Macomb from the Sterling Heights Regional Chamber. And that rebranding allowed us to make friends throughout all of Macomb County and be here this morning. My team and I have had a lot of fun in the last year, doing what our name says we do, connecting Macomb. Connecting our businesses to each other, our businesses to the community, and then our community back to our businesses, and in their neighborhoods. And we've done it through events like this and many others throughout the year. We know that if we continue to support and build strong communities, our businesses will grow and thrive throughout all of Macomb County. So thank you for letting us be here this morning. I want to take a few minutes to thank our sponsors. Our friends at First State Bank, who have been our chamber champion for many, many years, and are a sponsor here this morning. So if we could give them a round of applause. Also, AEW, Aloya and Associates, Consumers Energy, DTE, Fishbeck, MedStar, Metro Cape Wire and Cable, and York, Dolan, and Tomlinson. So thank you all. So I've said it before, we're so grateful and thankful to be here this morning, and we look forward to connecting with you here later today or at many other of the events that we do throughout the summer. At the check-in table, we have a plethora of events on our upcoming summer calendar, so please feel free to check those out and connect with us there. And now, let's get on with the show. I'm a little bored, and I bet you are too, so I'm going to watch some TV. That's boring. I haven't seen that in forever.
Hawkeye? Speaking.
That's something my mom watched. Oh! I cannot see that.
Sentimental.
It's the newlywed. Yeah, not a chance.
Hi, I'm reporter Romeo DePlank, and I'm out here in Macomb Township. And, you know, if you're like most people, you probably don't like going to your city hall, your township hall to take care of business. But here in Macomb Township, they've got a new way of doing things.
I'm here with Township Supervisor Viviano. You say you're reinventing local government. What's wrong with the way it is?
Well, there's nothing wrong with the way it is. This is the way everybody does it. You know, good government tends to be a little bit boring for the everyday residents. But when you're boring, that can have consequences too.
Such as?
Well, it makes it really hard to get people excited about interacting with us. And the one thing we do value around here is interacting with our residents. We feel like if we could spend some more time engaging with them, that ultimately we can be better representatives for what their needs are.
Well, that sounds like a great goal, but it sounds like it could be a real challenge too. What's your approach going to be?
Well, it's interesting. I had just gotten home from a particularly boring board meeting, and sometimes those board meetings can really drag if anybody's ever watched one. But I was on, just grabbed my remote and I was flipping through some channels, and there's Steve Harvey in the Family Feud, and everybody was laughing, having a good time. And that's when I realized game shows. I can use game shows.
Game shows? Really? Like, let's make a deal?
Well, not let's make a deal. No, it's kind of funny. We had that problem before, but no, not here. Now the price is right. The price is right here in Macomb Township. And I think if we take the things we love about game shows and use them in an everyday way in our local government, we'll get a lot more engagement.
Oh, it's too bad. You can try again tomorrow.
I need to get a permit for my doghouse.
Sure, let's see what you got. Yeah, everything appears to be in order, but before we could issue the permit, I need you to take this little test. You need to match up these statements with the appropriate code, and you've got 30 seconds to do it. Go. Nope, but you still got time. good day.
Excuse me, Leon, would you mind talking to the person at the counter? They're upset about their tax bill.
All right.
Thanks.
Hi, ma'am. Can I help you?
Yeah, my tax bill's kind of high. Was wondering, is there anything we can do about it?
Well, tax bills are set based on assessments, so there's nothing you can do unless you want to take a chance. You have an opportunity to either pay the bill or you can play Pinko, which could end up paying double or paying nothing. That's up to you if you want to take that chance.
I'll take my
Let's
chances.
take the chances. All right, let's do Pinko.
Okay.
You're obligated contractually to pay however this outcome ends up.
Ooh.
Just so you know.
I look free.
This is free.
So if I go in the middle.
So you really think game shows and government go together?
No, I really do. I think it's okay to bring a little fun into our residents' lives.
Better luck next time.
So how's it been received?
I gotta be honest, I think it's been received really well.
Pardon me, sir. How do you feel about township government being modeled after game shows?
Frankly, it's kind of dumb, but it works for me, so whatever.
Excuse me, ma'am. How was your experience with the new form of township government?
It's awesome. I just played Pinko and I got free taxes.
Good for you. Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask you, what do you think about the township's new approach to government?
No. They'll be hearing from my attorney.
Sir, I understand you've been working here a long time. What do you think about the way they're doing things here now in township government?
I've been here 25 years, and I've never seen anything as stupid as this.
Wow, is that bad?
Yes, sir, it is. I think I'll just look the other way and just never look back and just keep on going.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, not everyone. I think there's still a few bugs that we're trying to work out.
Such as?
Well, we're starting to realize that not quite everything should be left up to chance.
Trustee Lucido?
Yes.
Clerk Posey? Yes-ish. Treasurer Gillette?
No.
Supervisor Viviano?
I know there's a lot of good points on both sides of this issue, so it's not an easy choice.
It's 3-3. You got to vote.
Okay. Well, go to the wheel.
All right.
Hell no it is.
Well, there you have it. Whether it's hit or miss, Macomb Township is certainly spinning the big wheel on civic engagement. Reporting from Macomb Township, I'm Romeo DePlank.
Coming up at 11, certainly.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Dakota High School, it's the State of the Township. Let's meet the Macomb Township Board of Trustees. Trustee Frank Cusimano. Trustee Peter Lucido. Trustee Nancy Never. And Trustee Charlie Oliver. Come on down. Trustee Leandro Lett, come on down. And Clerk Christy Posey, come on down. And your host, Macomb Township Supervisor Frank Viviano.
Welcome to Macomb Township. Welcome to Dakota High School. What a great studio audience we have here tonight. Thank you all for taking the time out of your beautiful Friday morning to come out and join us here at Dakota High School. Why don't you give yourselves a round of applause? if you guys saw this sign over here. My team decided I couldn't carry this event on my own, so they sent Olivia here for some backup. So. Do you like our little video? I gotta thank Ace Reporter and Macomb Township resident Romeo DePlank for taking the time out of his busy schedule to help us out with that segment. So why don't we give it up for Romeo? And Stacy Ziarko, Tom Whitaker, the entire Connect Macomb team did an amazing job pulling all of this together today. Let's hear it for Stacy. And of course, I have to thank the Chippewa Valley School District, Principal Kevin Koskis, for allowing us to use this amazing venue. They have a great theater here. Thank you for allowing us to use this space. So what you saw a few moments ago is true. Well, it's kind of true. We do go out of our way to add a little bit of entertainment to some of the things that we do. And it's not just because it's self-indulgent and fun. It's that too, I admit. But because if we can grab your attention, if we can make you smile, make you laugh, while informing you about what's going on in your community, well, we think you might just come back for a little bit more. And that is what it's all about. It's about engaging with our residents in every possible way and as often as we can. Because the price is right here in Macomb Township. And we want everyone to know about it. So from time to time, if we put on a little bit of a show, we think it's worth the effort. But before we get things started, every great production starts with a great team. Now, our Board of Trustees, they're like our producers, and you just met them a few moments ago. Trustees Frank Guzmano, Charlie Oliver, Peter Lucio, Nancy Nevers, Clerk Christy Posey, Treasurer Leon Gillette. We could not do the show without them. And then there's the team behind the scenes, our stage crew, if you will. I'd like all the township employees that are here tonight, or today, this morning, please stand up for just a second, remain standing for just a second. Come on, stand up. So, there is no show without them. We ask a lot from our team every day. And day after day, they deliver to make this the best production in local government. So, on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees and all of the Macomb Township residents, thank you for all of your hard work. So what about our show? Well, ladies and gentlemen in the studio audience, and to the viewers at home, gather around your TVs. It is time to play The Price is Right Macomb Township Edition. That's right. Today we will learn about a place where the American dream can come true, but without breaking the bank. Macomb Township is a community that delivers outstanding service at an incredible value. But I don't expect you just to take my word for it. No. So I'm going to show you. And we're going to do it Price is Right style. And I cannot think of a better way to do that than with a good old-fashioned Showcase Showdown. What? All right, forget it. I don't need you. Just get out of here. All right, Dante. We are going to need some contestants, and we're going to do this.
You got it, Frank. Our first contestant on The Price is Right is Hayden Reich. Our second contestant on The Price is Right is Sterling Expendi. Come on down.
Welcome contestants, welcome to the stage. I'm glad you could join us up here. So, now I heard that the two of you both want to move to Macomb Township. Is that true? And you both are trying to buy the exact same house? Wow, that's interesting. So, we're here with Hayden.
Hayden. It's actually Hayden.
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 That's what I said. Hayden Reich.
Hayden Reich?
Hayden Reich sounds better. Okay. So, Hayden, why do you want to move to Macomb Township?
I grew up here. I lived here my whole life, and I just want to be back home.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you're Sterling, is it?
Yes, Sterling McSpendy.
Sterling, why do you want to move to Macomb Township?
Well, I currently live in East Orion Chester Shores, and I've heard really great things about Macomb Township.
East Orion Chester Shores? A little expensive there, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I bet it makes living like a vacation kind of hard.
Yes, it does.
Wow. Well, so you're both trying to buy the same house, that's right? All right, so let's do this. How about this? Let's agree that the winner of today's showcase gets to purchase that house in Macomb Township, and you get to move here into our community. Okay, what do you think? Should we do that?
Yeah.
All right. So, contestants, rules are simple. You're going to watch the big board here. My friend Dante over there is going to be describing some things about Macomb Township that make it an amazing place to live. And all you have to do when it's done is tell us what you believe your Macomb Township taxes will be if you get to move to Macomb Township. What do you think? Can we do that?
All right.
All right, fantastic. Dante, what's the first item in the showcase?
Parks and Recreation Department. The Macomb Township Parks and Recreation Department is a full-service department here for all your recreation needs. Comprised of 6 parks: Waldenburg Park, Macomb Corners Park, the 26-mile Nature Preserve, Town Center Park, and the brand new Pittsford Park and Lucido River Park. These beauties boast miles of walking trails, the latest in playscape designs, lush green soccer and football fields, the highest quality baseball diamonds, and custom Macomb Township basketball and pickleball court. But the amazing features just don't stop there. Included in this package is the 92,000 square foot recreation center, home to the county's only indoor figure-8 track, a dazzling aquatic center, 4 indoor basketball and pickleball courts, and a state-of-the-art fitness center and classes galore. You'll also get the newly renovated Marvin Blank Senior Center, complete with bocce ball courts, a luxurious outdoor patio, and all the activities your heart desires.
Wow, all that?
But wait, Frank, there's more. Get ready, because you'll also have free access to the exciting events throughout the year, including tons of trucks and wheeled wonders, music in the park concert series, Halloween hoopla, Easter extravaganza, and our holiday tree lighting fest, complete with fireworks.
Wow, did you hear all that, contestants? Now, while you're adding all of that up in your head, keep in mind that Macomb Township has invested millions in park upgrades in the last few years alone. The patio and the interior renovations at the Senior Center, new playscapes, new electronic scoreboards at Macomb Corners Park, and of course, our 2 newest additions to our park system, the Paul and Annette Lucido River Park, and our brand new $5 million Pittsford Park. And as of 2 nights ago, when we passed this coming year's budget, your Board of Trustees approved millions in upgrades to our parks in the coming year. But we have more than just an amazing park system, don't we, Annette? More than park system, don't we, Don? What? What, are you okay? Do you need a minute? Can you on? You good? All right, why don't you go back to the green room? Can we get a medic to help Dante out? I'm sorry, buddy. All right, sorry about the interruption. Dante is a resident, so we're trying to keep this all residents. Is there a resident that could help us out and finish this program? You, sir. I recognize you. You're a resident, right? Yeah, you're a resident. Yeah, would you help us out? Would you mind? Yeah, come on up. Come on up. You'll be all right. Come on up. You'll be fine. How are you? What's your name, sir? Mark? Mark, is it? Mark, have you ever been in front of an audience before? No? Have you ever used a microphone? Oh, no, listen, it's real simple. We have everything scripted out. Come on over here to the podium. All you gotta do is read what's on the pages. You'll get your cues, and you'll be fine, I promise. You can handle it. Yeah, you sure? Take a deep breath. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and sit up. So I'm sorry, everybody. Just give me 1 second. We'll get Mark going here. Yeah, it's right here. You can go ahead. Just give Mark a second. Okay, Mark, take a deep breath. Just don't worry about them out there. Okay? Oh, look at that. All right, you'll be fine. I promise. Okay, I know it is warm up here. And a lot of people, you'll be okay. It's good. All right, Mark. What's the next item in the showcase?
Full service public safety. Our law enforcement is brought to you by the Macomb County Sheriff's Office. This highly trained contingent of deputies is armed with service weapons, crisp uniforms, and a disarming smile to keep the township one of the safest communities in the state. And the fire department, staffed by the finest professionals, both full-time and part-time. Macomb Township firefighters are on hand 24/7, 365. The Macomb Township Fire Department operates from 4 different fire stations, including Station 1, a newly opened $12.5 million, 37,000 square foot state-of-the-art headquarters with all the latest equipment, like this. A 2023 Ford F550 KME mini pumper, ready to go with 240 gallons of water and 10 gallons of foam. This baby can pump 1,500 gallons of water per minute while also carrying essential medical equipment. With metallic red paint and sirens loud enough to shake your dining room table, you will see and hear this beauty coming from miles away.
You've never done this before. All right, you're fine. You're good. Well, that is one impressive vehicle. The Macomb Township Fire Department, along with the Macomb County Sheriff's Office and MedStar, combined to provide the finest possible first response services here in our township, and at the best possible value to our residents. In fact, without raising taxes, again, just 2 days ago, Macomb Township will have an additional full-time sheriff's sergeant and an additional full-time firefighter. Since taking office in 2020, I have met dozens of firefighters and police officers. No, and I'm not talking about just the ones that work in the township. I'm talking about men and women who work in Detroit, Sterling Heights, Shelby Township, Clinton Township, Utica, Troy, East Point, Southfield, and in just about every other community that you can name. The police chief from the city of Detroit, he calls Macomb Township his home. The region's first responders are choosing to live in Macomb Township and raise their families in impressive numbers. And I cannot think of any better endorsement than that for the work that our heroes do and how they do it. Your turn. Yeah, go ahead.
And Frank, those first responders will be answering calls on brand new roads. Right here in Macomb Township, you will find new roads, 5-lane and 2-lane. These smooth driving path features 8-inch thick concrete, yellow and white stripes, ample signage, and they're adorned with red, yellow, and green lights for your driving pleasure.
I think you got a future in this. In the past 3 years, there has been nearly $40 million invested in our roads just here in the township. That is more than ever before in our township's history. We are focusing our resources on improving our residents' quality of life, and we're doing it without draining their wallets. Garfield Road was extended to 23 Mile Road this past year. Before the end of this summer, it will be extended an additional 2 miles all the way to 25 Mile. And we already have an agreement with the Macomb County Road Department to repave and widen Garfield between Hall Road and 21 Mile. 23 Mile is now a full 5 lanes all the way across the township, making that very important corridor much easier to travel for businesses and for our residents. The widening of Romeo Plank is being planned, as is our Broughton Road Extension project. And there are more road projects being planned even as I speak here this morning. And it's not just major roads. The Macomb Township Board of Trustees created a program where our residents can partner with us in addressing some of the badly needed repairs in subdivision roads as well. And this year, our first cooperative project was completed, and now the residents of the Chelsea Park subdivision are driving on brand new roads. But we're not just investing in roads, are we, Mark?
That's right, Frank, because here at Macomb Township, you'll get new sidewalks. These 4-inch thick paved pathways will let you take a bike ride, push a stroller, or trek to your favorite park, all without having the need of a motor vehicle.
Year after year, our land development team has been working hard to invest up to $1 million on new paths and sidewalks to give our residents a better connected community, and we will continue to invest until every corner of our community is accessible to our residents. And to demonstrate that resolve, again, this past Wednesday, our Board of Trustees approved an investment of $1.4 million for the 2024-2025 budget year. That is a 40% increase to our sidewalk budget.
And every resident will want to use those sidewalks to get to their nearest polling location, because every resident of Macomb Township gets the Clerk of the Year. Your award-winning clerk and her dedicated team of election professionals oversees the most ballots in any municipality in Macomb County.
That's right. That was not a mistake that Mark read. Did you hear that, contestants? It's the most ballots cast out of any community in the county. Now, we're not the biggest community. We're not the second. We're not even the third. We are the 4th largest municipality in the county. But more ballots are cast here than in any other municipality in Macomb County. We have an active and politically engaged population, and our clerk's office works long hours and very hard to keep everything running smoothly. In this past year, out of 1,400 townships across our state, our very own clerk, Christy Posey, was voted by her peers as the Michigan Township Clerk of the Year.
But Frank, there's something even more important, something every resident gets the benefit from.
What could that be, Mark?
A world-class Treasury Department.
What about it?
That's all. There's nothing else here.
There's nothing else? Are you sure?
No.
All right.
That's, kind of boring.
All right. It's okay. You did fine. It's not your fault. Probably. All right. I'll take it. It's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it over. Well, it's true. Treasurer Leon Drillette. That's him. But our deputy treasurer, Carl DeNinja, worked every day. Worked every day to make up for Leon's shortcomings. No. Worked every day to negotiate higher returns on our fund balances. And for his effort, he gained our residents $2.4 million. I'm going to say that again. $2.4 million more in interest than we had last year, and way more than we had anticipated or budgeted. That's $2.4 million more that we are able to invest in parks, roads, sidewalks, and more. You sure you don't have more pages? Did you drop any? Did you look?
I mean, it's boring.
Did you?
Yeah.
I know, but there should be more. There's the whole thing. All right. I think Mark dropped a few pages, but that's all right. Just stand there. You're doing great. Well, in addition to everything that contestants, sorry about Mark's self. In addition to everything that's been described, we have so much more in Macomb Township. We have 4 amazing school districts. We have a state-of-the-art library, award-winning restaurants. We have paths, parks, and community events galore. We are looking for ways that we can improve this community in every way we can think of. This past year, we began the process of creating the largest conservation area in the township's history by acquiring the first properties along our future greenway. that will be along the north branch of the Clinton River. And someday soon, we will be seeing a downtown grow out of what is now a farm field south of Town Hall. That's right, Broughton Road, where Town Hall now sits, will be extended another half-mile south. And not just to improve the road, but to realize a vision that was created more than 20 years ago to have a walkable downtown district. So much of what we have and what we are planning to do, like that downtown project, is due in large part to the commitment to bring back our residents' state and federal tax dollars to the benefit of the families that live here in Macomb Township. We have searched high and low, and we have talked to anyone that will listen, and more than a few who didn't want to find funding for our projects, like the FEMA and DNR grants that we're using for that Greenway project, bridge grants, TAP grants, grants for LED lighting projects, planning grants. We have applied for, lobbied, and begged for just about anything we can find to help this community. Like the funding for that Broughton Road project, our future downtown. Well, thanks to Senator Kleinfeld, the state of Michigan awarded Macomb Township $5 million from the state transportation budget to make that project a reality. And all this work securing funding for our projects has resulted in more than $12 million in improvements in just the last 3 years. Now compare that to the 3 years prior to 2020, when the township's grant total was exactly $0.00. Sterling, Hayden, whatever. There is so much to talk about. Our township services excel at every level. Our land development team and our public works department work tirelessly to make sure this community is built the right way. From our parks, roads, and sidewalks to the necessities like our sewers and our water mains. Our building department gets so many compliments, I guarantee you they have a 5-star Yelp review. And all those folks running backstage, from human resources to IT to assessing, finance, and every other department that I probably am forgetting right now, they are all working hard to keep this production running seamlessly for our residents. There is no shortage of words to describe just how great we have it here in Macomb Township. But I think we are going to have to stop it there. Contestants, now that you have seen so much of what Macomb Township has to offer, it's time to wrap this up. Mark?
Hydrick, Sterling McSpendy, all this and more can be yours if the price is right.
All right, contestants. Now, remember, it is the closest to what your Macomb Township taxes will be if you get to move to Macomb Township. So think hard, come up with your number. Okay. Sterling. Oh. Is Jeopardy up next? All right, we better hurry this along. They're gonna cut into their time slot. They're getting Nancy back there. All right, Sterling. What'd you come up with?
So those services look a lot better than what I get now. So I am gonna have to go with $4,250.
No, that is way too high. I am so sorry, Sterling.
Hayden, it's Hayden.
Okay, Mr. Wright.
What I'm counting on Macomb Township being the same value that it's always been, so I had the more realistic guess, I don't know what that was, of $1,210.
Yeah! Congratulations, Hayden! Congratulations! Woo! That's amazing! Let's hear it for Hayden, everybody! Oh, that is great. Hayden, congratulations. Welcome back to Macomb Township. Woo! We are very excited to have you. And don't worry, Sterling. We think there'll be another house up for sale real soon. See, in order to win here today, Hayden had to realize what so many others have had before him. that Macomb Township provides the very high quality of life that we all want, and that by living here, he'll get to keep a few extra dollars in his pocket, and he'll invest them and spend them how he wants, and not us. Do you need more proof that Macomb Township is the best place to live in Michigan? People continue to vote with their moving bans, choosing Macomb Township as the very best place to live in the state of Michigan. Now, last year alone, 210 more building permits were issued by our building department. That makes that the second highest in the state last year, and that's a bit of a departure for us because we're almost always the first. But when we looked at all the multifamily units, we're first again. And how have we repaid all of these folks who have flocked to our township year after year? Well, by protecting their investment, that's how. Just a few weeks ago, the Detroit News did a tri-county analysis of the home value, how home values have rebounded since the Great Recession of 2008. And no surprise, at least to us, Macomb Township was one of the highest in the region and the highest in Macomb County, with a 70% increase over pre-recession levels. You need more proof? Just look at how our millage rate stacks up. Of the 20 largest municipalities in Michigan by population, the taxes that are levied by Macomb Township are the lowest by far, at a measly 4.83 mills last year for Macomb Township taxes. And 2 nights ago, the Board of Trustees voted to lower that millage rate even further. 4.78 mills will be our millage rate going forward. Now, to be fair to my predecessors, our millage rate's always been low. But look at this. In 2020, the rate was 5.08 mils. But since then, we have cut taxes almost every year since I've been in office. And with the adjustment that we did just 2 nights ago, we have reduced taxes, and I'm talking about actual reductions, I'm not including any Headley rollbacks. This says 5, it's now 6%. We have cut taxes by 6% in the last 3 years. Where else is anyone getting a reduction in prices? And we have never sacrificed the quality of our services to do it. Our operations are efficient, they are effective, and we deliver for our residents every single day. Because at the end of the day, everything we do is about our residents. They are the real winners of our game, and they are also the prize of living here. Because to live here is to be surrounded by amazing people doing amazing things. And everywhere I go and everywhere I turn, there are people reaching for and achieving greatness. And there are others who are doing things for their community and their neighbors, little things that make life better for all of us. Like last summer, we suffered a major water main failure that affected this entire region. And everyone sprang into action. Macomb Township emergency personnel, alongside volunteers from the offices of Lisa McLean, John James, and Representative Joe Aragona himself, joined us to set up water distribution at Town Hall, where we handed out 1,700 cases of water to our neighbors in need. And our firefighters, they are heroes to us every day. But when they are off duty, our men and women continue to serve. Every year, our firefighters participate in the annual Fight for Air climb to raise money for the American Lung Association by climbing the steps of Co-America Park in full gear. And I'd like to acknowledge this year's team: Mike Risk, George Marshall, Dave McGee, Sean Diamond, and Andy Cicito. Well done, gentlemen. And Sergeant Jim Peterson. He became the first member of the Macomb Township Fire Department to complete the National Fire Academy's Managing Officer Program. And Sergeant Peterson used that opportunity not just to advance his own expertise, but to create a mental health program to the benefit of the entire department. And now, thanks to his effort, mental health awareness and suicide prevention is a part of every Macomb Township firefighter's quarterly training. And of course, Joe Warren. Now, I've talked about Joe before in these presentations, and it's a little hard not to bring him up when we're talking about residents who go the extra mile, both literally and figuratively in Joe's case. For those who don't know, Joe founded a group called Neighbors United for the purpose of raising money and attention for firefighters who have contracted cancer. In full gear, Joe walks across the entire state of Michigan, beginning right here in Macomb Township, for the 4-day, 140-mile journey. And this year, Joe and his team will be helping 58 different fire families with their struggles. Now last year, when tragedy struck Michigan State's campus, a group of Macomb Township ladies felt moved by the Holy Spirit to reach out. The Emmanuel Lutheran Prayer Blanket Ministry went to work making blankets and other comfort items to assist the MSU students in finding a sense of security after what had just happened. Sometimes knowing that someone somewhere is praying for you can help you get you through a very difficult time. And they're not the only Macomb Township residents trying to make the world a better place. Jonathan Putros Jr., a student from right here at Dakota High School. Jonathan won a statewide competition from the Transportation Improvement Association for designing a distracted driving billboard, which was put up across the entire state of Michigan for Distracted Driving Month. And then, did you know we have a bit of an unofficial beautification committee in Macomb Township? Now, Nathania Fonseca is a young lady, and she came to us, I think about a year or so ago, and wanted to plant hundreds of trees throughout the township. But recently, Nathania, her mother Ramilla, Kathy Peipenbrock, Jennifer Ott, along with Treasurer Gillette and a number of volunteers, they spent their last Arbor Day at our brand new Pitchford Park creating a hummingbird garden, an all-volunteer effort. And the Hummingbird Garden is a first of its kind for Macomb Township. These ladies volunteer hours upon hours to help keep Macomb Township green and beautiful for all of us. And then there's the members of the Dakota High School National English Honor Society. Emmy Toma, Ava Harvey, and Issy Kamara. They took a break from their volunteer tutoring to extend their efforts even further. These ladies raised money to build and install a free little library at Macomb Corners Park, making the literature that they love more accessible to everyone. Now, if you didn't know this already, Macomb Township is home to some extraordinary teenagers. Lauren Tiff, now you might remember Lauren from last year, or maybe you've read about her in the paper. Lauren just completed her senior year at Lutheran North High School, where she won multiple state championships in golf, and was also named Miss Golf Michigan. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Lauren was also named Michigan's Female High School Athlete of the Year. A well-deserved title for someone as hardworking as her. Lauren is taking her swing to Purdue next year, and from there, the sky is the limit. And the Dakota Drumline. Now, 2 years ago, this group of young musicians did me the honor of livening up my State of the Township address. And this past year, they took their talents all the way to the state championship. Now, I'm not saying that performing my State of the Township had anything to do with them becoming state champs, but if someone wants to whisper that out there, that'd be fine. And the DSL football team, my alma mater, after winning, and Pete's, go Pilots. After winning back-to-back state championships, De La Salle was back in this championship game again last year. That makes them the only team in state history to reach the finals 4 years in a row. You might think it a little bit odd that I'm bringing up a team that's based in Warren, here at the Macomb Township State of the Township address. But in each of those 4 years, more than 20 members of those teams and some of the coaches are all Macomb Township residents. And a number of those players have all gone on to play at the next level. And did you know Macomb Township has its own Karate Kid? That's right. Jaden Busby. At 12 years old, he has won multiple state, national, and world titles for karate, and has earned 1 gold and 2 silver medals for Team USA in the WKC World Championships. Now, I know there's a few other township folks out there, and I know what you're thinking, and yes, our township can kick your township's ass. Now, I could go on. Of Across our 36 square miles, we have wonderful people doing wonderful things. We have champions and Olympic caliber athletes. We have award-winning educators, celebrity chefs, artists using their talents to make a difference, heroes, and so much more. Now, I think it's natural for elected officials like me to take pride in what the people in our communities accomplish. But I also think it's important to remember they are not our accomplishments. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the work that we do as elected officials is important, and I am very, very proud of all that we have accomplished here in Macomb Township since I've been supervisor. But it's only important because what we do supports them. It supports our residents' ability to be themselves, to be amazing, and to live their very best lives. And it's true, Macomb Township is and always has been defined by the character of its people. Yes, the price is right here in Macomb Township. I'm very proud of that. But getting to live among these amazing friends and neighbors every single day, that's priceless. Well, that's all the time we have here today. Thank you for playing along with me. Don't forget to have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you. Good morning.